If you are actually serious about growing your star-stable YouTube channel, you will watch this entire video. So, you want to become a star-stable YouTuber? Let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm JustAnotherPixel, and this year will be my 8-year anniversary of making star-stable videos. So, I guess you could say that I have a decent idea of what I'm doing. In this video, I can only cover what I have learnt on YouTube, and let me let you in on a little bit of a secret. You never stop learning here on YouTube. Each and every day I am learning and growing, learning the platform, trying to make better videos and more. But without further ado, let's get started, shall we? If you see me glancing over here at all, it is because I have tried to script this at least a little bit, so I'm trying to give you guys the best information as possible. Before you click away, this is such an important question. This is honestly one of my most asked questions that I get asked in live streams. People are always like, why did you start making videos? What made you start making videos? Personally, I actually just genuinely enjoy making videos. I made videos from a very young age, and I used to actually film everything anyways before I even started uploading them to YouTube. I only started uploading to YouTube because I realized and felt inspired by other creators that, hey, I could share these videos that I enjoy creating. Was it good content though? No, not really. But I was passionate about what I was doing. And I didn't even know that you could make money on YouTube at the time. I was a young child, and YouTube was still very new back then. I honestly can say when I first started, I didn't even think about the view counts, the subscribers, the analytics or anything, but more on that later. If you are gonna start YouTube for the sole purpose of becoming famous, I mean, firstly, why? Maybe it's just me, but I just don't really get the hype about it. But if you're only coming here to become famous, then you're in for a big ride, because YouTube is tough. There, I said it. You mightn't believe it, but a life full of content creation is real tough. It feels rough sometimes, but that's the real stuff. If I didn't start YouTube because of passion, I wouldn't be here 8 years down the line, still creating content, have been successful in creating content. The truth is, growing on YouTube can't always be guaranteed, predicted, and it obviously does not happen overnight. 8 years later, hello. If I didn't genuinely enjoy making videos every single day, whether they got views, whether they grew my channel or whatever it is, I would have given up a long time ago. But hey, that's just me. I can't count the number of times that I've been asked this question. Honestly, just do it. Just do it. I cannot express how much just starting is going to help you out. Your first videos might be bad, but trust me, you learn through doing. At least that's what I do. I learn through doing. A lot of you guys, I mean, I don't think you mean to do this, some people might, but they come to me and they're like, I just watched your first video, how cringy or whatever. And honestly, I can say this with my whole heart. People tell me to react to my old videos. Sure, I look at it and I laugh, but I can't say that I always cringe, because I've learned with every single video. Just do it, just do it, just upload the videos, learn what works for you, learn what you enjoy. You're gonna make better content by making content. So just start uploading on YouTube and seeing what works for you and what doesn't work for you. I learn every day what videos I enjoy watching and what I want to make. I learn new editing tricks and new ways to formulate videos by just doing it. I don't usually script my videos very much, but here we are. If you're not posting something you truly enjoy, people will know, trust me. That being said, in my experience, growing as a variety YouTuber can be tough. So in my opinion, in my experience, if you want to grow as a star-stable YouTuber, only post star-stable content. At least for the first growth to get picked up by YouTube. This is why you see YouTubers with multiple YouTube channels as well. I keep my IRL content separate to my star-stable content, and now I'm even expanding my brand on Twitch by playing different games over there to build a separate audience entirely, and I could go on forever about this. And there's very technical parts of this. Honestly, some people don't bother with separate channels and they're still successful. But all I can say, really as simple as possible in such a short video, is that YouTube needs to figure out your audience. This is much easier when you stick to your niche, just like Star Stable, or even maybe just horse games, so you still are targeting the same-ish kind of audience. Still don't know what to post? I've heard this next tip go both ways. I've had people tell me on YouTube, I've had people in the Star Stable community say this. They say, don't watch other people's content, but personally, I think watching other people's content is so important. Sure, as a YouTuber, you can feel tempted to compare yourself. That's not gonna go away. Honestly, I think even if you think that you're not the type of person to judge yourself against other people, I think it happens subconsciously, and that's not something that you can always stop. But watching other people's YouTube videos, especially those who are actually growing on YouTube, can show you what people like to watch, what the audience you're targeting likes to watch, therefore what videos you can make. It also shows you how to create a video, how to formulate the video. So the editing, the actual content, what do people like to see in the video? The big thing for me is the lack of pauses in a video. If I took a second to breathe, I cut it out, unless it's on purpose, like that one was. Editing. Editing is so important, and I actually didn't realize this at first. When I was like 8-year-old, 6-year-old, getting my first cameras, I never bothered to edit anything because I just filmed everything, and they never went anywhere. But editing is one of the most vital things in content creation. It literally brings a story together. It brings everything together, and it ties up all of the loose ends that you might find in a video. Quick side note here though, if you want to add an intro to your video, keep it short, like really short, like under 5 seconds. Trust me, maybe it's just me, but I don't want to sit through your 30-second intros. That's what I've seen a lot of people do on YouTube in the Star Stable community. They have full-on 30-second intros, and just keep it short. Audience retention is really important in YouTube pushing out your content, so the longer you can get people to stay around, the better, even if it's a short video. So get rid of the 30-second intro. That's just me. I made a video last year on how I edit videos in Adobe Premiere Pro. That's what I use. But if I need to make an updated one, because honestly, I can't even remember what I spoke about in that video, then I will. Let me know in the comments. But editing is very complicated for me to talk about, and not really in my niche. Not something that I super duper enjoy making a video about here, but I'm always happy to talk about editing. Editing is such a long journey. I've been doing it for over 8 years now, and I learn new things every single day. Don't be afraid to watch YouTube tutorials. And you're going to have to watch YouTube tutorials that don't tell you specifically about Star Stable. If you want to be a YouTuber, it is hard work and a lot of effort. You have to put time into it. I think a lot of people sit back and think, oh, she probably filmed for 20 minutes, edited 20 minutes, uploaded whatever. I spend hours becoming a YouTuber, hours planning videos, researching, a lot of back-end stuff. And watching other people's tutorials, you have to learn how to use other people's tutorials in the Star Stable community kind of thing. You're not going to find a Star Stable video which talks about all the good stuff in editing. I'm going to go ahead and say it. What you need to do is look at outside sources, people who actually do video editing professionally. You're not going to be able to watch just one video and learn how to blow up on YouTube. In fact, editing doesn't have to be difficult either, especially at first. As I said before, even editing out all of the awkward pauses and creating good flow in the video. For example, taking out anything that you might have accidentally, that was unintentional, but a good example, accidentally repeated, stumbled over. It creates a good flow and will help out your video and improve that audience retention that I spoke about before. Another tip is to watch your videos back. You are going to need to get used to hearing your own voice or looking at your face. I know it might be difficult. You need to watch your videos back. Do nothing whilst you do this. After you export the video, sit down at your computer and watch it like you would sit down and watch a YouTube video. Don't scroll through your phone. Don't do anything. Just sit and watch full attention on the content. If you ever find yourself getting bored, looking away, wishing it was over, then you know most likely your audience will think the same thing. So cut it out, edit it out, make it better. Sometimes I have to film a video, edit it, and rewatch it back all on separate days. Because if I film the video and edit it, then I can feel bored just by watching it back because I already know what's going to happen. So yeah, sometimes content creation is over multiple days, but you need to watch back your videos. quality all the way. I didn't take off on YouTube until 2020, I would say. And this is a mixture of everyone staying at home because of the spicy cough, so everyone was just on YouTube more, and that's when a lot of YouTubers saw growth. But it was also because I decided to invest into a better microphone. I had a better computer by then, I had better quality. I started taking YouTube more seriously at around this point. There are many videos on YouTube about good, cheap microphones. It does not have to be expensive, especially when you first start out. There's also a lot of good videos talking about how to make cheap microphones sound better, how to make your things sound better. And another thing that I have to mention is lag, and I know it might suck, but unfortunately laggy content isn't always enjoyable unless that's just me. But if there is any way to make your game less laggy, then do it. Google it. Google how to make your game less laggy. Google how to use OBS or whatever you're using and get the best quality as possible. There is way too much that I could talk about in just one video, and I can't cover it all. It is not my niche here on YouTube to talk about growing on YouTube. There is actual channels who upload videos every single week, 20-minute videos every single week, literally 200 videos that you could watch. As I said, a lot of time and effort, but they cover it all. I cannot tell you the amount of hours that I have put into watching videos on how to understand YouTube analytics, how to edit a video, how to use Streamlabs, how to use OBS, how to get click-through rate. That's an analytic. Literally so many videos on everything, on every single aspect. Microphone, everything. On to quantity though, this is something that I do quickly want to touch on. As long as every video you post is a great one, then honestly quantity doesn't matter at all. If you look at Mr. Beast, he doesn't really have a consistent upload schedule, but every single video he pushes out is amazing. He has like one of the highest audience retentions on YouTube because of the editing and the pace of the video. He makes content which makes people want to watch. Every single video is a good video on Mr. Beast. So he doesn't need quantity, but he needs quality. Consistency does, however, matter, I guess, if you're a small creator trying to grow. I hate to say this, but YouTube loves people who post a lot of content because it gives their platform more viewers. However, quantity only matters if people are sticking around to watch your YouTube video. As I said before, audience retention. If you post every single day, but people are only watching like 10 seconds of your 20-minute video, YouTube is less likely to promote it because they don't see it as a good video because you're not keeping viewers on your channel. I usually like to describe this as consistency instead of quantity. If you post every week and it's good quality content, you can grow on YouTube. It might be slower, but this YouTube thing takes time. 8 years, remember? 8 years. Subscribers, viewers, analytics, let's talk about it. When I first started on YouTube, I didn't pay attention to any of these things, as I mentioned before. However, now I genuinely enjoy looking at the analytics and seeing what works and what doesn't work. This isn't saying that analytics aren't overwhelming. Sometimes it can be disheartening to work on a video you were passionate about and seeing that YouTube didn't like it. However, you can work to manipulate these things sometimes. By looking at the analytics, you can figure out when a title gets clicks, when a thumbnail gets clicks, and so much more. Which means you can try and make a less interesting video more clickable and also more watchable. I use TubeBuddy a lot for this. I sometimes pay for the pro version and sometimes I don't. The more familiar you get with your own analytics and your niche, for example, the Star Stable community, I found that I don't always need the help of TubeBuddy to figure out what tags I need, what title I need. By looking at the analytics, you can see when your audience stopped watching at a part of your video, and you can work on making your content more engaging or removing the boring parts of your next video to keep up your audience retention. I have watched hours of analytic videos. There is so much to cover here, but unfortunately, as I said before, I don't think I'm the one to inform you about it. There are already some incredible videos you can listen to which talk in depth in so much detail about everything. My video here is really just brushing on the basics, telling you where to go, what to look at, telling you what I've kind of learnt, probably just over the past year, 2 years. I usually load up my Star Stable and start listening to some of these types of videos in the background whilst I train. 2 birds, 1 stone. I have barely scratched the surface of being a YouTuber, and I tried my best to include my biggest tips here if I was to tell anyone if they wanted to start a YouTube channel in 2022. Things that I had to wait months before I found in another YouTube video. You have to put in the work, you have to put in the hours, and you have to be passionate and enjoy what you do and so much more. There are thousands of videos to watch about this, and I'm gonna be honest, you're going to want to watch other videos if you want to grow on YouTube. I actually really enjoyed making this video, so I hope it was somewhat informative to you guys, and I already have, because I enjoyed it so much making it, I already have a couple of other ideas that I want to talk about, like not specifically how to edit a video, but things to look for in editing and a lot of other stuff that I briefly covered in this video, so definitely let me know down in the comments if you would like to see something like that. But yeah, good luck with you guys on your YouTube channels. Always remember to have fun, enjoy what you are doing, because if you do not enjoy it, then if you don't enjoy it, then you might not make it. If I didn't enjoy what I was doing, then I wouldn't make it through the hard months of YouTube. There's still so many other tips that I keep thinking of that I would love to make a YouTube video out about. Oh my gosh, I just keep coming up with stuff like, oh my gosh. But that is all that I have time for in this video, so I hope you guys are having an awesome day or have had an awesome day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you all so much for watching. See you later. Bye bye.